Did they just stop you at the gate for that bag? The same one you used on your last 3 flights? The one that fits just fine in the overhead? You're not imagining things. This happens all the time and no one's really talking about it. But once you hear what's going on, you'll never look at airport boarding the same way again. So here's the deal. You arrive early. You're calm. You're organized. You've packed light. Your carry-on is within the rules. You triple-checked. It even slid through the sizer at check-in like butter. TSA gave you the nod. You're feeling good. Then just when you're about to board, someone stops you. Excuse me, could you check your bag in the sizer? And your heart drops. Because you know what's coming. That sizer, it's not the same one you saw earlier. It looks smaller, tighter. And suddenly, your bag doesn't fit the way it did 20 minutes ago. You try to explain it past earlier, but they're not hearing it. The rules have changed, and now you're pulling out your wallet for a surprise $65 fee, or worse, handing off your essentials to be tossed under the plane. Let me tell you something that might sting a little. This isn't just a mistake. It's kind of by design. Airlines have to goals, keep flights on time, and squeeze every dollar they can from the chaos. And carry-ons. They're a goldmine. Not because they're a problem, but because they can be made into one at just the right moment. Here's something you might not know. Those metal sizers at the gate are often smaller than the ones at check-in. Not just by accident, sometimes strategically. Because at the gate, agents have one job: board fast and keep the bins clear. So when the plane's filling up, the rules suddenly get stricter. And let's be real, gate agents are under pressure. This isn't about them being mean. It's about them doing what they're told. Full flights. That's when enforcement gets harsh. Your bag might fit, but if it looks borderline, it's out. And then there's the personal item trap. You know that second bag. The backpack, the purse, the laptop sleeve. Airlines say it must fit under the seat. Sounds simple until you realize most backpacks don't actually meet the official dimensions. Not even close. But no one tells you this when you book. And here's a wild trick. Ever notice how expandable suitcases seem like a good idea? Until you unzip just a little for extra space. And suddenly, that's the excuse they needed to hit you with a gate check. It gets even weirder. Passengers who board early are more likely to be stopped. Sounds backwards, right? But early boarders get more attention. More eyes. More time for enforcement. You paid for priority. Now you're first in line for the bag inspection lottery. Want to avoid it? Board in the middle group. Seriously, it's less risky. By then, the focus is speed, not enforcement. Hard shell bags. They look great, but they don't flex. If the bin's tight, they're the first to get denied. Soft shell bags with squish room. They'll save you. Same with underseat bags, slim, no wheels, and nothing that bulges. And here's the kicker. Even if your bag fits in the sizer perfectly, it still might not fly with you. Why? Because once you're on the plane, it's up to the flight attendants. If they say it's gotta go, then it's going. No arguments. No second chances. So how do you beat this system? You stay calm. You know your bag's real dimensions, wheels and all. You keep your personal items slim and simple. You avoid those bulkhead seats with no underseat storage. You board when it's quiet, not first in the chaos. And when someone challenges your bag, don't panic. Don't argue. Offer to rotate it. Offer to fit it sideways. Be the one trying to help, not the one pushing back. That small moment of kindness. It can be the difference between gate checking and walking on board like a pro. The rules aren't fair. They change without warning. But when you know the tricks, you're not the one getting caught. You're the one who boards smooth, sits down calm, and watches everyone else scramble. So if this helped you, share and subscribe it. Because no one tells you this stuff until it's too late. And hey, tell me in the comments, when did you get stopped at the gate? Let's make sure no one else falls into the carry-on trap. Safe travels and smarter ones.